People ask me all the time, can you actually make money with blockchain-based trading bots? Well, the crazy thing about this is all you have to do is look at the blockchain to verify that this is possible. And today I'm going to show you a specific example of a blockchain developer who's making over $180,000 per month with their trading bot, and all this is verifiable on the blockchain. I'm going to break this down step by step and reverse engineer the process so that you can learn how this works and also leverage your own blockchain development skills to make your own trading bots. I'm going to talk about all this as a blockchain developer myself who has built trading bots just like this. So if you're new around here, hey, I'm Gregory, and on this channel, I turn you into a blockchain master. So if that's something that you're interested in, then smash that like button down below and subscribe to this channel. All right, so let's get into this. Let's talk about how this developer has created a trading bot that's printing over $180,000 per month, all verifiable on chain. So, I mean, you can look at all these transactions yourself. Like this one, for example, this one had about an $82 profit, and you might say, hey, that's not that much, okay? But then this one right here has over a $5,000 profit, okay? And this one, close to a $3,000 profit. And these are all made, relatively recently. And if you total all those up within the past 30 days, that's over $180,000. So I'm going to break down exactly what this developer is doing in this video, but just a quick, spoiler alert summary. What this is a blockchain-based trading bot that does arbitrage trading across decentralized exchanges. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to build inside the Trading Bot Masterclass on Thursday, October 6th. Inside, I'm going to show you how to build a complete blockchain-based trading bot with smart contracts, flash loans, and also a searcher bot that watches for opportunities in the marketplace. So hold your spot with the link down below today. All right, so let's break down exactly what this person's doing and how other bots are doing the exact same thing. Because you can see basically a bunch of different instructions here on the blockchain, like, buy this token, sell this token, et cetera, et cetera. So what this person is fundamentally doing is an arbitrage transaction, and that's how these trading bots work. They work a lot different than you might think about other trading bots, like ones try to predict the future price on cryptocurrencies, okay? That's called an algorithmic trading bot, where essentially you're trying to backtest strategies and look at past price performance to try to create a model that predicts what the price is going to be in the future. So those things, they can work, but they also have a pretty bad reputation for absolutely, destroying your account if they're wrong about the price in the future. And now this type of trading bot is different as it doesn't try to predict future cryptocurrency prices. It looks for differences in cryptocurrency prices right now and then capitalizes on that opportunity. So an example, you can see my screen, like on one exchange, let's say a cryptocurrency sells for $100, and then on a different exchange, it sells for $101, where you can just buy it on, exchange A and then sell it on exchange B for a $1 profit per, unit of cryptocurrency that you're selling. Okay, that's really what arbitrage is. Now, you can do arbitrage in regular cryptocurrency exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, FTX, but there is actual risk associated with that, because let's say you bought Bitcoin for just, easy numbers here. Let's say you bought a Bitcoin for $10,000. I know that's not the price of Bitcoin at the time of recording this video, but let's say you bought it for $10,000 and then you sold it, when the price moved really fast up by $200, and then, you made a $200 profit. Well, the problem is by the time you transfer cryptocurrency from one exchange to another, the price could potentially move on you. So how this particular trading bot is different is it uses decentralized cryptocurrency exchanges powered by smart contracts directly on the blockchain, okay? So essentially, as a developer, you're creating a smart contract that executes all these unique steps in here, like, buy on one exchange and sell on another exchange. And because you're doing this with smart contracts, then the price can't move on you. Once you are doing that transaction, you're the star of the show on the entire blockchain at that point in time. And so there's no way for the prices to move on you. And if anything about your trade is unprofitable, then the transaction will revert and you can't really lose money, besides maybe a gas fee that you might miss out on if you attempt that trade and it doesn't work out. And so let's dive into that a little more. So, an example of a decentralized cryptocurrency exchange is Uniswap, right? So this is one of the most popular decentralized exchanges, on any blockchain, really. Okay. And, a very similar application is SushiSwap, right? Where essentially you just go to these websites, you tell what cryptocurrency you have, and then what cryptocurrency you want to sell, or which one you will purchase, and you just do the swap directly into the application. Now on the back end, both of these applications are powered by smart contracts that live directly on the blockchain, okay? And, they have these liquidity pools, which really just replace the order books on chain because it's called an automated market maker. And essentially any developer can create a smart contract and hook into these. So they can constantly monitor every single swap that takes place on these smart contracts, okay? You don't need an API key. You don't have any permission access. As long as you're a developer and you can write smart contracts, you can hook into these and watch every single, trade come through. And any of those trades, if they cause the price to change on the exchange, okay, by a large amount compared to the price on a different exchange, then you can detect that and then write your own strategy that essentially executes the trade of, buying cryptocurrency where it's cheaper and then selling it where it's higher. And because, you're a developer and you're using a smart contract, there's no risk of that transaction, failing and then losing money. Again, aside from a potential failed transaction where you have to pay a gas fee that you don't realize any profit on. So that's the beauty of this strategy, but then you can totally pour gasoline on this to sweeten the deal by introducing flash loans into the equation. So what are those? What does that mean? Like, how does that work? So a flash loan is a technique where you can essentially do all this without having to use any of your own money for the trading, okay? So on this example I was talking about before, let's say you bought cryptocurrency on, one exchange and you sold it on a different one. Well, theoretically, you would have to have some money first in order to buy the initial cryptocurrency and then sell it on the different exchange. But with a flash loan, you can just borrow the money for that transaction instantly and then pay it back. And then you don't have to have any money in order to execute upon this. So how does a flash loan work? What is it? Well, basically, this is a technique where you can borrow millions of dollars of cryptocurrency basically for free with zero money down as long as you pay it back in the same transaction. So what does that mean? Well, essentially, if you look at the example before, this is an example of a transaction on the blockchain that has multiple steps, like, step this, move money from here, swap this token, move it from here, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then the sum of those transactions is essentially what, you would realize in profit. So, blockchain supports simple transactions and complex transactions. So simple would be like, if I just sent cryptocurrency from my account to yours, that's, one transaction with one simple instruction, okay? But you can have these complex transactions like this, all right? This is where you are a developer, and that's where you can create these custom transactions that have multiple steps by creating your own smart contracts with function calls. And those function calls lets you essentially write out these complex steps. Like step 1, you can see on my screen here, borrow money. Step 2, do something with the money. Step 3, pay it back. Step 4, keep the profit. That's how a flash loan transaction would work. So you can borrow the money for that particular transaction itself, okay, execute all those steps, and then pay the money back inside that same transaction, plus, maybe a tiny fee. And sometimes it's basically free, depending on which flash loan provider you use. And sometimes it is free. And so that's what flash loans are and how you can use them to build your own custom blockchain-based arbitrage trading bot. And now the final thing to do here, once you've got the smart contracts that can execute the trades, is to create a searcher bot. So this is typically a computer process that might run on a computer or in the cloud, so it can run 24/7. That essentially monitors the prices on these different cryptocurrency exchanges and then calls the smart contract that you created as a developer in order to execute this trade, essentially where you're taking out the flash loans and buying on one exchange lower and then selling on one exchange higher. And so once you create a bot like that to look for opportunities, well, where do you look? Like, how do you actually, customize this? Well, I'll give you a couple different hints here, okay? Because, the trading bot space, there's kind of some different strategies. It can be a competitive space if you're trying to go for the most profitable stuff with other people who are highly competitive and are running sophisticated hardware in the space, because the name of the game is to be the first person for that transaction, for that particular thing. But there's always opportunities on the table, okay, where you can do things where other people aren't trying to compete for those transactions. And sometimes that just looks like looking for new things or going after opportunities that they aren't particularly going out for at that point, okay? So now, let me just show you how this opportunity can multiply itself across multiple ecosystems. So I was talking about this thing where you essentially are buying cryptocurrencies low on one exchange and selling it for a higher price on a different exchange. Well, that was just for 2 exchanges, okay? And that was just for one, crypto trading pair. But think about all the possible cryptocurrency trading pairs that are out there on chains like Ethereum and other EVM-compatible chains where you have all these tokens, all right? You can see in a list like this. This is, let's see here. Thousands of tokens, all right? This is Etherscan's top 1,000 Ethereum-based tokens list, okay? So that's multiple combinations for each of these tokens, okay? And then, multiply that across the number of cryptocurrency exchanges. So, here's all the DEXs across EVM-compatible chains that are Ethereum-based, okay? This is a page of just 34 exchanges. So multiply the tokens with the trading pairs across all the DEXs. And then also multiply that opportunity across multiple different blockchains, because, again, Ethereum is not the only blockchain out there with, cryptos deployed on top of it, and also decentralized exchanges. So you can see a list of all EVM compatible chains here. Okay. This is a list of basically over 100 blockchains. So That gives you an idea of all the different places that you can look to try to execute this exact strategy. And if you want further inspiration, you can do exactly what I just did, which is essentially look at places where people are taking out flash loans, look at the accounts who are essentially performing those and what are they doing with them. Okay, you're going to find other strategies based on that research alone that can lead to, examples like this. If somebody's making over $180,000 a month with their trading bot, and what you might learn from that and maybe apply some of that information to your own strategy. All right, so that's an overview of this particular strategy that this developer is doing to generate over $180,000 in the past 30 days with this trading bot, okay? So if you want to learn how to create your own blockchain-based trading bot, then that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do inside that trading bot masterclass on Thursday, October 6th. So inside, I'm going to show you how to create your own blockchain-based trading bot, how to create the smart contracts to execute the trades, how to hook in flash loans, and then also how to create your own searcher that watches for the opportunities in the marketplace and then calls your contracts to execute on those trades. So make sure you sign up with the link down below to hold your spot today. So that's all I got for today. As always, smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And until next time, thanks for watching Dapp University.